cast of Power Book 2 Ghost, Lorenz Tate. Yeah. Michael Rainey Jr. Yeah. Alex Lepre. Yeah. Caroline Chikisi. Yeah. Doing good. And Patina Miller.
Yeah!
What's up, big ass niggas? This your boy J Miles, and I am back with another video. And you know what to do. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking, but most importantly, make sure you share it with your glad friends. On today's video, we will be covering Power Book 2 Ghost, and this one right here is titled, Will Rock Show Up to Monet's Funeral? Now, what prompted this particular video is pretty much, if y'all been following my channel, you know that I did a video stating that basically it was at the Power 10-year celebration some event that they had. They showed that basically Patina Miller was a part of the cast of Book 2 Ghost. Although we all know that she is the lead of Raising Kanan. So basically, if you haven't seen that video already, I would go ahead and take a look at it. But pretty much, it prompted a bunch of different takes. And shout out to my boy Takari916. He pretty much was saying maybe she could potentially show up to Monet's funeral. So, I mean, I'll give pretty much my insight into my take on it, on whether or not this is true, or if I think it's true or not, and pretty much give y'all what I think. Again, well, pretty much double down what I think the situation is and why. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. Now, as we all know, Monet Tejada, of course, was murdered by none other than ugly Noma and her little ugly brother. With that being said, a lot of people ask me, do I think they will more than likely give Monet a funeral? Well, in my opinion, I think if they do decide to give her one, it will have to be very short. You know what I'm saying? Because they got so much to cover up in this particular episode, kind of making it seem almost as if that maybe they truly didn't think this was going to be the last season and it's going to end in a crazy cliffhanger. It could very much be true. I mean, I was always one to believe that they did know. They just, pulling our leg. But hey, maybe that is the truth. But either way, I seriously doubt they spend a lot of time on Monet's funeral. If they give her one, it probably won't be longer than 2 minutes, 3 at the absolute most. Now, getting on to the very much topic at hand, will Rock show up to the funeral? My opinion, no, she won't, because I still believe more than likely Rock is dead. I already covered the part of for all the people that was coming, and that's another thing that's pretty aggravating for the people that jump in the comments but don't even touch the video. Stop getting in the comments if you haven't watched the video, because one thing about me, more than likely I'm going to answer whatever it is your question is in the video before you ask that question in the comment section. You wasting both of our times doing that when you could just go ahead and watch the whole thing, and if I don't answer it in the comments in the video, then yeah, go ahead and ask your question in the comments. But like I said, when Kanan came home and said in season 2 of the original Power, I will repeat it. When he said he just went to go see his mom, then came straight here to Ghost's house. Like I said, he could have been talking about visiting her in prison, or he could be talking about a gravesite. People refer to seeing their loved ones at the gravesite all the time. So, I can give you a quick example real quick. in episode 15 of the final season of Power. What did Ghost say when he was at Raina's gravesite and Tasha came up? Tasha, I still remember it like it was yesterday. Tasha came up to him and said, "What are you doing here?" And Ghost said, "Came to see my daughter, tell her about my future." Clearly Raina is dead, but he's referring to her as he's seeing her. Why? Because it's the gravesite. And I believe Kanan was talking about the exact same thing. So, but let's just go ahead and go a little deeper up into this. Because let's just go with the possibility that she did show up. Because a couple of people said that maybe she shows up because she's a relative. Now, keep in mind that in Raising Kanan, they did have a relative that lived more towards the south. I'm trying to remember exactly where was she at. Was she in North Carolina or was it Virginia? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhere that this individual lived. I can't quite remember. And honestly, I don't even remember her name. But remember after the end of season 1, after, Kanan, shot Detective Howard, Rock wanted to get him out of town for a while. And he went to go visit his auntie down in the south. Right? So perhaps they have roots in the south. Because keep in mind, Monet has family that's also in the south. So could it be that Rock and Monet could be related? And now she's showing up to the funeral. I say I doubt it because she didn't do the same thing. They were saying that, Kanan didn't have no live kin alive or whatever. But then again, we have to also consider, like I've said numerous of times, that things in Raising Kanan are different from the original Power because they didn't know they were going to do a spinoff, so a lot of the writing has changed. Keep that in mind. But I will also say this. I don't believe that Rock survived Raising Kanan for another major reason. And I forgot to mention this on my last video. I don't believe Rock survived Raising Kanan, and even if she did, let's just say she did, that she is alive. More than likely, they're not going to show her because it's going to reveal a major, It's going to reveal something major for Raising Kanan. Like, there's going to be a spoiler. Because obviously if she's here at Monet's funeral, then that means she doesn't die in Raising Kanan. We're going to 100% know that. As of now, the only two people we know for sure that makes it is Kanan and Jukebox of the characters that we've met thus far. So I seriously doubt she shows up at the funeral. Like I said in the original one, and I'm gonna keep on with this particular with my theory on it. If she was to show up at this last episode, is that more than likely it's going to be some kind of flashback scene. That way, Patina Miller won't have to be looking like she's 30 actually, and then they trying to make her look like she's an almost 70-year-old woman. Like, you can't bump nobody's age 40 years old and make it look really, really realistic. I mean, I guess, they could just say, oh, she's just a 70-year-old that looks, a 70-year-old that looks 40. Maybe they can make her older enough. I guess that could possibly be done. But more than likely, like I said, very much not the case. It's just going to be a flashback scene being told by whoever. Like I said, it could be Ghost come back and some kind of way he's speaking about her. It could be an older character like Uncle Gabe, Tommy, anybody. They could show up and then some kind of way Raquel's name gets mentioned and they do a flashback scene. Keep in mind, they've been doing flashback scenes for Monet all this season. So if they're doing it for Monet, it's possible. Let's say maybe young Monet and Patina well, not Patina, Rock had an encounter, and then they're showing what happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that could be it. But either way, like I said, that's pretty much all I got as far as this particular video. I just wanted to throw that one out there real quick because I know a couple of people was asking, do I think Monet will get a funeral? And is it possible that Rock shows up at the funeral? So there you have it with my answer. I would say more than likely that is a very slim chance, mostly because that will reveal a major spoiler for the Raising Kanan series. So pretty much like I said, that's it. Let me know what y'all thinking up in these comments. If you're cool with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a like, comment, let me know what you're thinking. But most importantly, make sure you share with your glad friends. But until the next video, I'm out.